What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment in my tutorial guide. In this guide, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make fake achievements. And as always, this is how I do things. There are multiple ways to do things, and that's one of the coolest things about video and video editing and all this stuff. There's more than one way to do things, always. So, this is my way of making fake achievements. Now, you can make fake achievements for maybe a funny, skit you're shooting, a machinima, maybe a gaming-related movie or short film, or I like to add it into, if you've been watching my Resident Evil series that I've been doing with Chocolate Milk, I've been adding in achievements all over the place. So usually the way I do it is, I typically get it when I'm watching back and editing, like here. I made a joke about there was a Wesker, there was a typo, they said weaker, and Nikki pointed out to me that it was, a typo between weaker and Wesker, and I said, what's the difference? So I thought to myself, a funny little achievement for that would be sick burn, like 10G for sick burn. So you wonder how to make this. It's so hard and magical and difficult, it's so much video editing. No, actually it's a pretty easy concept. Anyone can do it. The two things you need are access to the internet and a video. Well, you also would preferably, you need a any kind of paint editing. Microsoft Paint will work. I personally use GIMP too. That's what I'm going to be showing you how to use. But anything that will work for coloring, and a program, a video program that will chroma key. Under video effects, I use Sony Vegas 11. Any variations of Sony Vegas should have this, and plenty of other. Even Windows Movie Maker can chroma key. So if you don't know how to chroma key, just look that up. It's the art of, you've heard green screening. It's it's the art of removing a color from a single picture or video. It just kind of removes that color and underneath layers. Layers are kind of a different kind of thing to talk about, but you'll see the concept. It's actually a very simple concept. It's a very cool one too. I like it. So I use technologyninja.com. I'll leave a link to this place. There are plenty of other. You could just type into Google like achievement generator, and Google search that. So my idea was 10G. I type it in just like a real achievement pops up. 10G for sick burn. Go to generate, pop, just like that, sick burn. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. I save it into my pictures under achievements, and I title it so I know what it is. I've got quite a few, as you can see, and it's all in good fun. I really like doing it. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into your pictures wherever you saved it. You're going to want to find it. If you label it, it'll be quicker to find too. And like I said, you can do this with paint. You can do this with anything that you can just color with, pretty much. You can do this with anything. I use GIMP. And GIMP is a free program. I have the version 2.8. Like I said, free program. It's not the best program, but what more can you ask for free? And it does everything basic you could need it to do for basic video editing. If you're just getting into stuff, really good program. I recommend it. So we got the achievement here, and you could do a little bit of cleaning up to make it look a bit better. But basically, what I do is I take a pencil tool. I go to white color. I line it up just right. I click once, left click, hold shift, drag it over carefully, line it up so the line is perfect, and click again. Just like that. It's a nice smooth little easy trick that I picked up. Will save you tons of time trying to level things. Then I go to the paint bucket tool to fill in. For those who don't know, the reason that green screening is usually green screening is because you choose this color of green, and it's a color that doesn't show up in skin, eyes, hair, very rarely in clothing, so it's typically the color of choice. However, on achievements like this, it actually shows up right around here. So what you want to do is actually choose the alternative to green screening. A lot of professional green screens will have a back like a side flip that's this darker blue color, not specifically this color, but usually blue is the alternative to the green. And you don't need, it can be black, it can be, I could do the white, but it'll also take out the white here, so you can do any color. And if you want to take the time, you can spend some time, cleaning clean this up a little bit, make it look a little bit better if you want. It's all on you how high production you want to do. You can even brush out this and make it look a little bit better. But once I'm sure, I go to export, and I just save right over it. Just save right over the original file, because you want the color to be different. Just like that, and you want to take the watermark out too. Continue that saving, and then I have it right here. So then I pull up my editing system, and like I said, I use Sony Vegas, but there are plenty that use chroma key. Even Windows Movie Maker can chroma key. So I drag it right in, drop it right in, check it over. There it is, right over there. What I like to do is go to Properties. I unclick Maintain Aspect Ratio, which I do with many things. Now, it might look a little wrong, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So you want to select chroma key. I like to choose any other color at first besides the color I want. There is a color for like blue screen, but I don't want blue screen. I'm going to choose purple and green because that's so far off. And then what I like to do is I like to specifically select this exact color so that it knows that's exactly the color I want. So then what I do is I just kind of tweak it a little bit. You got the low threshold and the high threshold. Not all systems will have this, or there may be variations of this, but you want to do that. You can blur the edges a little bit. I don't really like to, but you can if you are doing that kind of thing. Just find what you like. It doesn't have to be exact perfect, but find something that you're happy with. That's always what's most important. And then I go to Event, Pan, and Crop, and I just stretch this out. Put it in place like a real achievement. Some achievements pop out on the bottom, some achievements pop out on top. I like to do it on the bottom. If you're a perfectionist, this actually has a grid, so I can actually see specifically if I want to put it right in between that and right in between that. That's not bad. I'm thinking I'm going to extend it out just a little bit more beyond those. There we go. I think that's pretty even. Then when I'm happy with what I've got, it's already there. You know, you got the achievement. You can play it back and pop, there's the achievement. But it's kind of missing a couple things, right? So the first thing that might come to mind is, you're just missing the sound, right? You want that achievement bleep bloop. Now you can find this. I found this. You can record this off of your Xbox. You can find this sound bite pretty much anywhere. Just do a search for achievement bleep bloop. That's what I have, bleep bloop. And I like to line it up so it's right there, and it'll be. So the second it pops in, yep, just like that. It's a little beep bloop, just like the achievement sound on Xbox when you get an achievement. And to add some finishing touches, I just like to do a fade on each side. The fade out is good, and the fade in I like to use in transitions. It's a Garnet wipe, I believe it is, and it's a little bit down. It's basically, if you just maybe it might not be called this exactly in your editing system, but it's a linear, just kind of like left, kind of pushing down. You know what I mean? Just like that. That's what I like to use because I think that's roughly how the achievements look when they pop in. So then we're gonna play this back, just like that. And in video editing, you might notice it doesn't come in quite right, but when it renders out in the grand scheme of things, it'll look really good. There it is. Leave it on time for people to read, and then fade out, just like a real achievement. And like I said, these are made. I make these for fun. They're just kind of a good laugh. You see an achievement pop up, you're like, fake achievement. And like I said, you can use this for anything. You can use it for your videos, your fake achievements, if you're trying to mess with friends, anything. I found it a lot of fun. It's a really little simple trick to do, and it adds a little bit of quirkiness to your videos. So yeah, that's my tutorial on how to make fake achievements. That's how I do it. Like I said, there are many variations, many different editing systems, and the basic things you need are something to fill in the colors with, and something to edit out the chroma key when you're rendering it in the timeline. If you have any questions on how to do things, feel free to let me know, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
To spread it.
It said Weaker
Wesker.
instead of Wesker.
There he is. Come on, let's go.
I don't see the difference.